Hi, good morning, America. Good to see you on this Friday. Happy Friday to all of you. We are going live again today, day 2 of Cpac in Texas. We are just outside of Dallas in Grapevine, beautiful area of the great state of Texas. And we are two-stepping our way through day 2. Lots of great speakers to look forward to today, including Mike Lindell. He will be taking the stage in just over an hour here at Cpac, so be on the lookout for his speech. He will be a part of a panel this morning discussing, of course, Mike's going to be talking about the elections and everything that matters to him and how it affects our elections moving forward here in America. We are so thankful to our sponsors for bringing us here to Cpac. It's because of them that we are here to provide this coverage for you. So first, we want to thank them. We want to thank our sponsors for all that they do. Small companies are the way to go. Big pharma is just so ugly to Americans. They really are. President Trump has been very vocal about that. How, when you pay for drugs and prescriptions here in America, it's so much more expensive than what you get overseas. And so a lot of these companies are moving away from that, and they're going natural. That's the key component here, is natural. So you can go to this company that you see on your screen, purehealthresearch.com. If you need liver health, bone health, you name it, dental, joint, they have everything you need for your body. It is so important to take care of your inner body to live healthier lives. And again, you won't get this from big pharma. You will get this from the smaller companies who care about the American people. They care about your health, and they care that everything that you put in your body is natural. So if you go to purehealthresearch.com, please support them because they are great American patriots. Use the code CPAC to save 35% off your order. You've got to do it now because that offer does not last long. So CPAC is the code that you put in at checkout. Look at that big saving right there. Savings of 35% off your order. We want to thank our partners over there at purehealthresearch.com for allowing us to be here at Cpac, and I am so honored to have one of my friends here with us. He is the top cop in the country, Sheriff Mack. Good to see you.
It is so good to be with you. I've loved it, the Cpac so far, but this is now my shining moment, being with you here, and thanks so much for having me.
Absolutely. You're going to hear me say this a million times. We just spoke about it before we went on air. Cpac is a family reunion. We're all in different parts of the country. We all work together. We text each other. We call each other. We go on each other's shows, and we keep up with each other constantly to make sure that, we are doing what we can do to better our country and our designated areas. You come on my show a lot, and I love having you on. But to finally see you and these other people in person, it's so much fun to hug people and talk to people and just see people, because I usually just see you on air, and now I get to see you in person.
I know. You didn't know I was this tall, huh?
He is so tall. I had no idea. So again, you come on my show all the time. This is the first time in person I've seen Sheriff Mack, and very tall.
Well, yes, and you.
But I'm short too, so
Well, so's my wife. Some of my favorite people are short. You, my wife, Harry Truman.
Oh, yeah. Well, some of us weren't so fortunate to get any height.
But I have to tell you something. When I finished with Steve Bannon yesterday on stage, 3 different countries in Europe came up and interviewed me.
Nice.
Well, actually 2 in Europe, 1 in Australia. Australia's not in Europe. Austria is, but anyway, one was from Poland. And he asked me what was so important about Cpac and having this conference. And I said, just what you were saying. First of all, it's a unification of the people who are fighting for freedom all across the country. And everybody gets here, and who's who in the freedom movement are all here. And it is so wonderful. Every race, every nationality, and everybody fighting. There's people here from all around the world who are fighting for freedom. And the ones that really touched me the most were the Iranians.
Absolutely.
And they're here thanking Trump. And then I told them who I was, and they took pictures with me, and they did some chants for me and how much they love Trump and MACK. And,
I love that. We have some cheerleaders from Iran here. That's great. Yeah.
And it touched me what President Trump has done to free these people and
Absolutely.
their families. Uh, People are missing that.
Yes.
And I got a good dose of it here at Cpac, and I'm really glad that I did,
Mhm.
because I wanted proof that what Trump was doing was right. I've been supportive of him, and I thought he was, but when I met those Iranian people, I knew what he had done was right.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I had an Iranian woman on my show just last week. If the people at home were watching, she fled to America 2 years ago to get away from that regime.
Oh, yeah.
She is a beautiful young woman. Has lived through torture with her family and the stories that she tells about what they've been through. And when she was on air just last week on my show, she talked about how women have no rights, how
Oh, yeah.
if you come outside of your house in public and you just barely disobey any ordinance or law that they have against you, because they see women as having control of them. They're just products, they're not people to that current regime.
Right.
And so people have gone to jail, people have had acid thrown in their eyes, women it's just killed for just showing a little bit of their hair, if their dress code didn't match perfectly. This is the reality of what's going on in Iran. And so to hear these stories like you mentioned, and I'm so glad you brought that up because we too have been getting a lot of Iranian people at our booth, women who now, because of President Trump, feel like they can speak out. And they've come to me. I have all their information. So you're going to be hearing a lot more from them here on Lindell TV.
Love it.
They want to talk and they feel like they can now. And to look in their eyes and just be, you see hurt, but you also see hurt from their past, but you also see joy that we get to move forward and I get to be free and I get to speak and they're ready to talk. And so for them to come here to America, thank the president, like you mentioned, and just have freedom now, and with their loved ones back at home, they know that they too will be free. Now, this is not an overnight fix, but it's the start.
No.
And they are so happy that finally we have a president who was able to have the courage to go in and give these people a better life.
And how many decades have we been talking in America? Why doesn't somebody do something about terrorism? Why are we always playing defense? And now finally the president with the guts to do something, and then of course the idiot Democrats are always the Trump,
TDS, Sheriff Mack,
living proof that
TDS.
Trump derangement syndrome is alive and well.
Absolutely. Well, they can't be pleased at all. We've seen that. And you look at what's going on with Venezuela. We've had Venezuelans here. Our reporter, Heather Mullins, will have some of that later on in the broadcast here on Lindell TV today. She talked to a man from Venezuela yesterday about how they're doing there now since President Trump went in and captured Maduro. And now he's in Iran, making sure that that regime is out of there. Cuba may be next. And so the people at home, the Democrats and some rhinos who can never be pleased. You can't ever make them happy. They're just grumpy people who find fault with everything and nothing ever makes them happy. Well, how does this affect America? It all does. It all affects America. And, it may be hard for us right now. You look at the oil prices. That is not a President Trump. That's not his fault. He has tried to open the Strait of Hormuz to let those oil tankers come through so it doesn't affect our oil. And he has threatened Iran, look, I will go after your power plants if you don't open up this strait, So it's a temporary deal. It's not a long-term war. They keep reiterating that. The Department of War keeps reiterating that. The president does, Caroline Leavitt. Just sit tight and it'll be all right. But to go in and just free the world is a beautiful feeling. And like you mentioned, these people here from these countries telling their stories really gives you that feeling of they've been through so much trauma and they have hope now.
Yeah, and nothing could be more powerful than to give a people hope for freedom and for their futures and for their families. And so God bless the courageous Donald Trump.
Absolutely.
And, I'm with him. I just, people say, oh, well, he didn't get permission from Congress. Really? Congress, the most inept, corrupt Congress that we've ever had, that if he had gone to them, even in a secret meeting, they would have exposed it.
They would have leaked it.
They would have leaked it totally.
And sat on it, and it would have never happened.
It would have never happened. And we go right on thinking the world is great when all of these, and the sign over there on the other side of the bus, 50,000 people were just killed just a month ago. in Iran by their own government.
Yes.
And this story is coming from people from Iran.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah.
You look at social media, and that's another big thing about our country too, Sheriff Mack, is that one person will say something, and it's just people sitting behind their computers griping all day about everything. So if you look at the reality, we are all children of God, not just the American people on in our homeland.
Absolutely.
Every country, all over the world, we're all children of God. And you have President Trump, in my eyes, and I firmly believe that God sent him here to save the people. And he was spared on J13 in Butler, Pennsylvania, to do just that. So yes, there are so many people from all around the world here at Cpac, and getting to meet them and tell their stories.
But there's one other person that should feel vindicated, and it's your boss.
Oh, yes, let's talk about
Mike Lindell.
Yes.
Okay, here the Democrats are openly pushing election fraud and won't pass a bill to make sure that everyone has to have ID to vote.
Isn't that amazing?
And so
why would you not want that?
I know but they've told us we are all about election fraud because we want illegal aliens to come into the country and get on the voter rolls, which we've said all along was their purpose of bringing in millions and millions of people to create a political monopoly over America, which is what they've wanted ever since they existed. And now they're putting into play, and they use Joe Biden as their little scapegoat to do it. And now we see it right in front of our face. It's in all the media that they are pushing election fraud just from that point of view. Not even talking about the computers, but they're doing computers, and they're doing early voting and saturation of ballots going out throughout their entire country. And in 2020, my wife and I both received 3 ballots each. So we had 6 ballots come to our home, and they said there was no election fraud. So we called the recorder, the Maricopa County Recorder's Office. I said, why did we get 6 ballots? Oh, don't worry about it. I said, we didn't request any of them. We vote in person. Why did we get these? Oh, don't worry about it. I said, well, how much did this cost for you to do that to everybody? And it just so happened.
And if people didn't catch what he just said, Maricopa County, who we have been keeping a close eye on for a very long time.
Which they're finally being investigated.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think some heads are going to roll on that, because there's no question.
It's time. It's time. And, Mike Lindell is here today. He will be speaking in about 30 minutes on stage. And we have been exposing, as we're getting closer to the midterms in November, we have been exposing more and more. People are starting to come out even more. I've seen a lot of stories coming out, and we're going to have someone on later on today who had some issues with voting in Illinois. And so the stories that we're seeing, and then you have Congress, who is there supposed to be representing their constituents, saying, hey, I see voter fraud going on. Hey, I want voter ID, and they're up there dragging their feet with the SAVE Act, the Save America Act, and not getting it passed.
And not only that, but when we had that symposium in Springville, Missouri,
Mike Lindell's symposium.
I brought 10 sheriffs. Well, one of them was Sheriff Smaling from Wisconsin, and he conducted an investigation on election fraud in nursing homes. And some people came to him and said, my mom voted. She is physically incapable of it. She's invalid. Somebody voted for her, and I want that investigated. Turns out just about every nursing home was doing it throughout Wisconsin. And then he turned in a very professional, very well, thorough investigation to the Attorney General, who was staunch Democrat. And you know what he said in response? Nice publicity stunt, Sheriff. That's all his reaction was. Don't look at the crime. Look at the person and say, "Oh, nice publicity stunt." He wasn't even in. He's not one of us.
Right.
He's not a crazy right-wing conspiracy nut. Okay. Yeah. And he was just a sheriff trying to do his job.
Right. Well, look at what's going on in Colorado with Tina Peters.
Oh my God.
She's just a clerk who was trying to do her job. She saw some discrepancies in the system and looked into it, and they made her a political pawn and threw her in jail.
I was at her trial, and that judge was so pathetic. I've never seen a bigger idiot in the robe in charge of he wouldn't even pretend to be fair and honest. And he was such a crook and a jerk. He kept scolding the audience. He kept
Of course.
scolding us.
Yes.
I'm going, what is he talking about? What is he? No more outbursts. There was no outburst. I think somebody went like this, and he scolded them for like 20 minutes.
Goodness,
and so
well,
it's just so stupid. I
I
mean,
know, and President Trump has pardoned her, but again, that's
but what?
on
Yeah,
federal,
it's
and this
not a
is a
federal.
state crime. We have to
I
free Tina
know.
Peters and get some results in Washington and make sure that they pass that Save America Act. That's the start. That is the start. But again, we feel like we need to
Let's see. And what crime did she
melt
commit?
down the machines
She saved ballots.
and
And she was the
question.
county recorder in charge
Yes,
of the
that was her
votes.
job.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
yeah. So, oh my God.
I know you have a lot going on today. I do want to talk. You mentioned Maricopa County. For the people who don't know, Sheriff was a longtime law enforcement officer in Arizona. You came on my show not long ago, right when the Nancy Guthrie case opened, and right when she was kidnapped from her home, or we don't know. We really don't know what happened. We expect the worst. Right now, that we have a beautiful picture of Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's mother there. So much time has passed, Sheriff, and we still don't know answers, and neither does the family. They released these surveillance videos that we're seeing all over the world, like you're seeing right here.
Yeah.
I still have people ask me all the time, any update, and I just tell them no, which is bizarre. You know this county very well since you were the sheriff in the neighboring county. Any updates? What are your true thoughts of what happened that day?
Nothing fits. I mean, it is so unusual. I kind of have a history with Sheriff Nanos. I don't like him. He doesn't like me. But
how does anybody not like Sheriff Mack?
Well, we've never met. That's why.
Oh,
He's
okay.
never met me. We've never talked, but he badmouthed me during his campaign. I was campaigning for someone else, a Republican, not him, obviously. But the more I learn about him, the more I worry about the beginning of the case, making sure that there was a secured perimeter. And I can kind of side with him a little bit by not being too concerned about the perimeter because they thought it was a welfare check when they first went there. So they weren't careful with the evidence there.
Yep.
And then my first question there was, you had the dogs come. Where did the dogs pick up her scent, and where did that end? I want to know where that ended, and they've never talked about that. Did it show that she was in a car? Were there any tire tracks? Because there was a lot of dirt around that area. Right. And where did she walk? What was her path to get out of her home with the suspect? And I think that could have been key. And none of that was ever even discussed.
You mentioned that the tire tracks. Do you think that this was a mistake on the local law enforcement because media was set up?
Yeah, they were part of the problem with contaminating the crime scene. And so, yeah, that's part of what I'm talking about. And they just weren't careful. And I think he's more, in fact, one of his former supervisors came out and said his leadership is based on bullying. And he certainly bullied me during his campaign. And again, we never talked. But he called me some racist names that were just stupid and ridiculous. And so I left him a message at his office. If you want to talk about me, give me a call. And you talking behind my back like that, I will face you, man to man. Let's talk about it. You got some information about me? I want to know where it came from because I'm not what you're saying I am. Right. And so did he run that investigation that way and jumping to conclusions? And that can be horrible for any investigation. I don't trust his mentality and I don't trust his leadership. And if they do a recall, Steve Bannon wants me to run against him.
Oh.
And Steve Bannon actually lives in that county.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Good
he
to
lives
know.
In Cpac
I learned
County.
something new today.
Yeah.
Right. Interesting. So, Savannah has a lot of guilt right now because she feels that a lot of this may be because of her. Were they targeting her mother because of her popularity, maybe knowing that Savannah has some money? She went on the Today Show
Yeah.
on NBC with
Hoda.
Hoda Kotb
Mhm.
for the first time, her first sit down since this happened.
That was
Very
so sad.
emotional, so sad. We do have a clip for you if at home if you've missed it. Take a listen to this, and we'll see you on the other side.
He saw very clearly right away what this was.
Yeah.
And even on the phone, when I called him, he knew.
He knew.
And he said, I think she's been kidnapped for ransom. And I said,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Well, why? What? And then, I mean, it sounds so like how dumb could I be? But I didn't want to believe. I just said,
Yeah.
do you think because of me? And he said, I'm sorry, sweetie, but yeah, maybe. But I knew that.
You did.
I hope not. I mean, we still don't know. Honestly, we don't know anything.
No.
We don't know anything. So I don't know
Yeah.
that it's because she's my mom and somebody thought, oh, that girl, that lady has money, we can make a quick buck. I mean, that would make sense, but we don't know. But yeah, that's probably, which is too much to bear. To think that I brought this to her bedside, that it's because of me. And I just say, I'm so sorry, Mommy. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to my sister and my brother and my kids and my nephew and Tommy and my brother-in-law. I'm like so sorry. I'm so sorry. If it is me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
The ransom notes or ransom requests came. Did you believe those to be real?
There are a lot of different notes, I think, that came. And I think most of them, it's my understanding, are not real. And I didn't see them. But, you know, a person that would send a fake ransom note really has to look deeply at themselves.
Yeah.
To a family in pain. But I believe the 2 notes that we received, that we responded to, I tend to believe those are real.
Really?
Sheriff, I can't even imagine. That is so heartbreaking.
It is.
God bless her. The ransom notes. She just said that she believes the ones that they responded to were real. What are your thoughts on those?
No. Well, whatever they exposed with the media, those were bogus. And if they were real, then what was the follow-up? And no, they were. You could tell from the get-go they were okay. All that Savannah and her family asked for was proof of life. Did they ever get that?
Never.
No, of course not. They didn't have her. These people were just trying to make an easy buck, and they were stupid.
Yeah.
My question about the Savannah issue, though, is have they gone through her interviews and her any extreme statements about any group or cartels or a certain criminal or a certain criminal element or anyone? You know, who did she offend that would want to come and extract revenge on her mom?
Right.
You know, so that should have been investigated, and it still should be. If she's claiming, like she is, that it's possibly me because we don't have any place else to go, we don't have any other evidence, then what have they done? How many interviews that she did she go back and
they're
look
sifting through you know what it's no secret that the Guthrie family, they're not President Trump fans. They're not.
No, they're not. And she interviewed Trump once.
Correct. And President Trump immediately sent in investigators to help. You know, in this situation, you put politics aside, and they did. And so But at the same time, what if she's a Democrat and she's for open borders and that's what the cartel are, right? So
Right.
I would see it more for a conservative
Right.
person than a Democratic celebrity.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And none of this fits everything.
And nothing
Where is
fits.
she's probably in Mexico somewhere, and they buried her in Mexico or something. And so none of that fits. Just none. If the cartels would have done it, they would have asked for money. What did they get for it? Just an 84-year-old lady and
Right.
just killing her? Did they ever say, Savannah, we got you? I mean, they would have to get something for it.
Right.
Strike fear in everybody, don't cross us,
Well,
They got none of that.
I firmly believe that if someone can't get to you, they're going to get to your family members.
Yeah.
And I think, I hope and pray it's not because of Savannah. I can hardly bear to watch her interview. It's so
But they could have easily used Mom to get to Savannah.
correct.
Yeah. All she had to do is call Savannah and say, hey, I need you to come over to the house real quick.
Correct. That's true. Yeah.
So
none of it fits. None of it
does
fits.
not
So,
fit.
if you have any updates, I know you know that area well. Be sure to let us know because I get questions all the time about the Guthrie case, and it's
Yeah.
just so hard
So do I.
so hard to see and watch. And then that interview just recently from Savannah is just
Yep.
heartbreaking. Going back to you and your organization, I see one of your badges here. Tell us about how people can
Ta-da.
get involved with what you do all over the country and the world.
Let's see, where do I want that?
There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, right there. This is our challenge coin, and this is extremely popular in law enforcement. They exchange these with sheriff's offices and police departments all over the world, and we have a real good one. And anybody who makes $100 donation to us will receive one of these. In fact, I just did one right here.
Absolutely, right here at the Lindell booth.
But make $100 donation towards CSPOA, the most effective and peaceful solution on the face of the planet for everyone. CSPOA, Constitutional Sheriffs and Peace Officers Association, was formed for the people of America so that we have a solution for liberty and justice. And when government becomes venal and oppressive, to whom can you turn? We pray that it's your constitutional sheriff.
Yes, and join the posse today. Receive this. Love it.
Yep.
Sheriff Mack, so good to see you. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Nessa.
All right, and stay with us. We have a lot more to come here at Cpac 2026 in Texas. We're going to talk about how organizations and even the students are making sure that our college campuses are heading in the right direction. That's all coming up here at Cpac. Stay with us.
Welcome to Vocal, the free speech social app that gives you a platform to amplify your voice, speak freely, connect boldly, and be part of a growing movement for truth, faith, and freedom. Want to know what's happening right now? The Now Playing feature shows you exactly who's live and what's streaming in real time. Check out the show's feed, a non-stop lineup including Lindell TV News 24/7, shows and on-demand programming all in one place. Connect with your favorite host and never miss a show. Explore the featured page for quick access to Lindell TV's top shows. Follow your favorites and watch their newest content flow right into your feed. And when they go live on Vocal, you can join the live chat and be part of the action. Ask questions, share your thoughts, even help shape future shows. Stay informed on issues around securing our elections by following your state's Cause of America account. Join a group and connect on a deeper level, from faith and freedom to the future of our nation. Go to vocal.com or download the app today and be a part of the mission to save our country.
For the first time ever, we're bringing you MyPillow mattresses and mattress toppers for as low as $99.98. Remember, sleep's all about temperature and pressure points. Whatever sleep needs you have, we have the right technology for you. Like our MyPillow mattress topper, our queen size has over 10,000 individual comfort supports to help relieve your pressure points. And how about our 3-inch Hybrid Plus mattress topper? It's infused with copper and silver to help your body get the restorative sleep it needs. And our MyPillow and Case Coil mattresses, I personally helped develop these mattresses to make sure they have everything needed to give us great sleep. Plus, they're made right here in the USA, and they ship right to your front door absolutely free. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to get MyPillow mattresses and toppers for as low as $99.98 and free shipping. Have you ever noticed how complicated it is to get your medication? When you're not feeling well or you're running low on something, it turns into a whole process. You call the doctor, your appointment's days away, you sit in the waiting room, then you stand in line at the pharmacy, and sometimes they don't even have it. That's the old system. It is slow, it's frustrating, and it doesn't have to be that way. That's why I've been telling you about All Family Pharmacy. My family loves it, and I use them myself. You go online, you choose what you need, you fill out a short medical form, and one of their licensed doctors reviews your request. If it's appropriate, they write up the prescription, and it ships straight to your front door. This is how healthcare should work. If you believe in being prepared like I do, this is one of the smartest moves you can make. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell. Use the code Lindell10 to save 10% today.
We are live at Cpac in Dallas, Texas. We want to tell you about how you can purge all of the toxins, get those out of your system, and start taking care of yourself. You can go to purgestore.com. One of our sponsors here today, they have helped us get here to bring you coverage and to bring you real stories from real people who are here and trying to better our country. If you go to purgestore.com, when you check out, use the promo code Lindell for 15% off of your order. You can buy by the bottle. You can buy by the box, the bundle. Get as much as you want, as little as you want. Again, you can buy a single bottle to test something out and then buy the bundle later, the case later. There's so many different offers on there. So again, we have to take care of our bodies. You see, look in the mirror and see your face every day, but it's the inside that truly counts. Take care of all of your energy needs. Your gut is so important. That's what feeds your body every single day. They have all of the options there, natural remedies. Again, go to purgestore.com. Use the promo code Lindell for 15% off your order. We have Dr. Elizabeth Enns with us today. She is with Patriotic Students of America. So nice to meet you. So good to have you on the show. Love what you're doing because I'm a mama bear. And although my baby hasn't started grade school yet, I'm already preparing and thinking about it and watching closely what our schools are doing in America because that's going to determine where I place my child and how we move forward. So I'm so thankful for people like you at Patriotic Students of America protecting our kids. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, we put together a club curriculum. We encourage young people to start patriotic clubs. And they can have it at their school, they can have it at their church, they can have it at grandma's house, anywhere where you can gather some people, they can have a club. And a club that's just about learning about the Constitution and learning about great Americans. We live in the best nation on earth. And although there are some negative things in our history, there's a lot of greatness in our history. We have had great Americans since the very beginning. And it's so important that we honor that and we teach the next generation about the greatness of this nation.
And I love
that's what this does.
Yes, and it all comes down to the Constitution because unfortunately, they are not learning this in school, Elizabeth. They are they're learning, but not what they're supposed to be. A lot of parents feel, and I see that kids know the latest Taylor Swift song, but they can't, recite, the Pledge of Allegiance, for example. They know, TikTok dances, but they don't know any of our history or who our vice president is. I've seen kids in junior high not know who our vice president is. And so this is really great because it gets students together and learning about our country and what's good with our country. Because like you said, we are the best nation in the world. And although there's a lot of chaotic people out there, especially on the left, who would like you to believe that it's not, it truly is.
Yeah, it's very true. And the more we teach our young people about this great nation, it actually inspires them to be great. Because each one of us has something in us that is for greatness. And so it's easy to start to think all negative and think we can't do anything and we're terrible. And that is a lie. That is a lie that is perpetuated for a number of years now. But the truth is we're created in the image of God. And there's greatness in us. And when we can inspire the next generation to find that greatness inside of each of them and to be great, one of our slogans is be great and look for greatness.
Yes.
And the more we look around at the great people around us, that inspires us to do things that are great.
And it's great for parents too to know that your kids are meeting, like you said, it could be at your grandma's house, it could be at school, it could be anywhere, a dance studio, a baseball field. It's good for parents to know you're hanging around kids who are positive and love our country and want to be good when they go out into society.
Yeah. And even understanding things about history so that we don't repeat the bad things. We learn from that, but that we're inspired by the good things. And when it comes to the Constitution, our branches of government, when the next generation understands that, they realize how important it is to be involved so that we don't lose what we have. And, you know, we hear that famous comment all the time of our freedom is just can be lost in one generation. It's just one generation away. And so that's so important that we not just teach the next generation, but we teach the next generation to teach the next generation, that it continues to go and we don't find ourselves in the same problems that we're seeing right now.
Yes, and we want to solve those problems as well. You can go to patrioticstudents.com. That's the website, patrioticstudents.com. How can people get involved? Are you in all 50 states? Are you looking to be in all 50 states?
We are looking to be in all 50 states. We have clubs in a lot of states, but the more, like, we want more and more. There should be a Patriotic Students Club in every single school. There should be one in all community centers. It should be everywhere. And whether it's this or something else, we need to continue to inspire our kids to love this nation and to want to continue to make it great.
Yes, we're looking at your website right now. Love the beanie on there. Super cute. It talks about your mission, how you can get involved. That's the important tab we want everyone to look at this morning, the Get Involved tab, because we want it to grow. This is so important. We look at, Turning Point USA and how that expanded and is continuing to expand. You look at your organization, Patriotic Students of America. We want it to expand. We need to keep pushing for good with our next generation.
Absolutely. And anyone can do it. If you can read, you can lead a club. If you can bring some people together, you can have a club, and it can be everywhere and anywhere.
And so is this just for, is it just for high school, junior high, elementary?
It actually is for K through 12.
Okay.
And so we have it in elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools. And it just, because anyone can learn the Constitution, and it can be age appropriate depending on where you're at. Anyone can be inspired by greatness. Yes. And another really great thing that we have is we created our own challenge coin, where we encourage our young people to find people in the community that are doing something great and honor them, because what you honor, you get more of. So when we look around for the greatness around us and we honor them, it inspires other people to look for greatness and to honor.
That is wonderful. I am actually going to look at your website today. I love the Get Involved tab. We are on a mission to get you in all 50 states. So glad to meet you here at Cpac and everything that you're doing. Again, on behalf of the parents across the country, thank you for thinking about our kids and protecting our kids and getting them involved, because the next generation is so important. And like you mentioned, they're going to have a next generation as well. So we have to continue to make sure this great foundation of loving our Lord, loving America, loving our freedoms continues on for generations to come. Patriotic Students of America. Tell us the website one more time for people to get involved.
It is patrioticstudents.com. Super easy.
Yes, and there's a special recognition coin. I love that. So, and how fun is that for students too, to give that out to other kids? And it's like a good deed that you're doing, and you're getting recognized for that good deed. So get your kids involved, look into it, and we want to make sure this is on campuses all across the country. Elizabeth, so good to see you here.
Thank you. It was great to see you, Vanessa.
Thank you. And we have more to come. When we come back, we're going to talk to the Ohio University Republicans. I was just in Ohio last year with them on their campus. They're doing great things there as well. We love our kiddos. We're going to talk to them after the break. Stay with us.
Talk is cheap when it comes to saving our country. We're not just any cell phone service provider. We're Patriot Mobile. It's not enough to simply talk about values. We live them. Defending life, protecting our First and Second Amendments, and celebrating our military and first responder heroes. We're boots on the ground making a difference. We're America's only Christian conservative wireless provider with nationwide coverage on all 3 major networks and 100% U.S.-based customer service. Join Patriot Mobile today and make an impact every time you use your cell phone.
America's founders warned that without knowledge and virtue, no nation can remain free. Yet through the steady infiltration of Marxist ideology, we have been stripped of both, and we are no longer a moral and educated people. To save America, we must spark nothing less than a national renaissance. That's why you need Freedom Talk Magazine, the journal of truth and virtue. We cultivate enlightened thinking and principled living, offering unique insights into the issues and remarkable people defining our world. Sign up today for your free subscription to Freedom Talk Magazine and join the new American Renaissance.
For the first time ever, we're bringing you My Pillow mattresses and mattress toppers for as low as $99.98. Remember, sleep's all about temperature and pressure points. Whatever sleep needs you have, we have the right technology for you. Like our My Pillow mattress topper, our queen size has over 10,000 individual comfort supports to help relieve your pressure points. And how about our 3-inch Hybrid Plus mattress topper? It's infused with copper and silver to help your body get the restorative sleep it needs. And our My Pillow and Case Coil mattresses, I personally helped develop these mattresses to make sure they have everything needed to give us great sleep. Plus, they're made right here in the USA, and they ship right to your front door absolutely free. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to get MyPillow mattresses and toppers for as low as $99.98 and free shipping. If you want to drop extra pounds, boost energy levels, and reduce swelling in your legs and feet, then this message is for you. Pure Health Research is on a mission to make America healthy again. And 2 of their best-selling health supplements are leading the way. First is Liver Health Formula. Over 100 million Americans have a sluggish liver that's riddled with fatty deposits. This can kill your metabolism, pile on the pounds, and make you feel tired. Liver Health Formula takes care of that. It supports thriving liver health with special nutrients like artichoke extract and milk thistle. This is one of the easiest ways to slim down and revitalize your energy levels. Next is lymph system support. If you struggle with fluid buildup or swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, this is for you. The natural ingredients in lymph system support help gently flush away extra fluid and toxins out of your body. And right now, for a limited time, you get 35% off Liver Health Formula and Lymph System Support, along with 50 plus other health supplements that Pure Health Research has to offer. So head over to purehealthresearch.com and use promo code Lindell at checkout. That's purehealthresearch.com, promo code Lindell to save 35% on your order today.
The party is just getting started for day 2 of Cpac. And when I say day 2, it's day 2 of the speakers on the main stage. This actually started on, let's see, what's today? Today is Friday, so it started on Wednesday. And that's when people really started showing up to Cpac and, you know, started getting acquainted with everyone. And then yesterday the speakers started, and now it's actually day 2, the official day 2 of the main event. Mike Lindell will be taking the stage, and let's see, what time is it? In just about 45 minutes. So we're excited about that. Also excited to have Reagan Daly. She is with the Ohio University Republicans. This is your 3rd Cpac.
It is. It's always been an amazing time. I'm happy to be here for another 3rd year.
I am happy for you to be here. We actually met last year at Cpac. Yes. You met me, Mike Lindell, some of our team. And here we are again. Happy to have you.
Thank you.
The Ohio University Republicans come to Cpac every year.
Oh, every year. This is our 28th year in a row, actually. We've been doing this for quite a while, and we also have one of the largest amount of members that are able to come on this trip in the state of Ohio. So it's a pretty big deal for us. You know, we plan this for months and months on end, and it always ends up being a great time. So I'm really excited to be here.
We're looking at pictures from years past.
Yes.
I want everyone to see these great students, these wonderful students who love everything about America, and they're starting off young. So I know in the news you see a lot of negative every day. There we are last year. Mike Lindell, myself, and some of the Ohio University College Republicans. That was in Washington, D.C. This is the future, and it's so good to see the positive. And the Ohio University Republicans are all over not only the state of Ohio, and they come to Cpac and they do great deeds. And so let's talk about that, because starting off young, it has to be hard for you, because in the younger generation, there's a lot of negative there too. And so a lot of times you feel like you can't speak out. I know you're very vocal and you stand up to them. But talk about the struggle. You know, you're 21 years old. And so in that generation, a lot of kids feel like they don't have a voice.
Oh, 100%. And, you know, that's the crazy part, is they don't realize how much voices there are like theirs, you know, around campus and things like that. But yeah, the pushback is insane. You're just, you know, you be on campus and you're wearing a certain shirt, you wear red after Trump wins, and suddenly people call you all these, you know, awful things. No one wants to sit down and have a conversation anymore. They just want to shout things at you and think that that's going to get their point across, and you're going to see their point of view.
Right.
But I would say, especially also being a young girl on campus, a lot of people push back and they say, why are you voting this way? Because you're a woman. Why do you feel this way? Because you're a woman. And it almost takes away your value because you are a woman. And it's crazy. It's so hypocritical when it comes from that side. But yeah, just being in all types of organizations too. I'm a pre-law student, so I'm also in a pre-law fraternity. And I mean, it's just such nasty things being put out there constantly, even within my own organizations. And I'm just so happy to have this club, because it's just someone I can always go back to and always know they're going to keep me safe. So
that's wonderful. And that is a very important last sentence you said, because that is the kicker there, is that you have an organization that you can go back to, and you know that you're safe, and you know that you can have a voice. And that's why we were talking just moments ago with the Patriotic Students of America, because it's organizations like yours at Ohio University, like the Patriotic Students of America, who are going on these campuses and protecting our kids. You were telling me also before we came on during the commercial break that you're in the sorority. And some of your sorority sisters are scared to be vocal, but they'll come to you and thank you for what you're doing.
I mean, we just had a huge hoodie sale. We made hoodies for the first time for our club. It was a very big deal with all of the fundraising we've gotten. I had multiple girls order hoodies that still do not come to the meetings. So even just with that, I'm very vocal. I'm not afraid to say what I believe in, and they love that. But then they don't do it themselves.
Yeah.
So,
well, you know, it's people like you who are courageous. And so maybe you can inspire them to be vocal. And, you know, everyone has different personalities.
Oh, yeah.
As long as they get out and vote.
Yes. That's
and vote the right way.
Thing.
Yes. You know, we love that they still have our values and, you know, for the good for our country. But it can be dangerous too, Reagan.
It can. It really can.
And you have received some, not you specifically, but your organizations have received some death threats because you go out and you're vocal about God and country and freedom.
Yeah, so I'm also in the Turning Point USA chapter at Ohio University. It is very fresh. I am the communications director for that as well. And we recently just did a tabling event for the first time. And immediately people start circling, start shouting things. Someone even picked up a handful of pins and threw it at us.
Oh my goodness.
It's gotten really out of hand, and people making threats online, saying they're going to bring a gun and find us.
I covered that here. I remember that specific situation because I covered that here on the morning show. I remember when that happened. The police were looking into it. The college police department at Ohio University was looking into that because those threats, any threat is a threat.
Dangerous,
and police will investigate and you will go to jail. So yes, this is how serious it is, from pins being thrown at them to kids going online saying that they're going to bring a gun. It's very dangerous out there.
And they see no issues with it. They totally believe that it's humanitarian, that it's almost pushing a positive direction for them. And it's insane to think. You're all about human rights, and then you turn around and do something like that.
And you're all about, I remember my first inauguration that I went to for President Trump back in 2017. The day after inauguration was the Women's March. And so all of these Democrats came out, and, the people in the furry everything and all the things.
Oh yeah.
Well, so we were going, my family and I we were going to the Smithsonian Institute, and we were taking the public transit, and so we were on the public transit with all of these people. I have elderly family members who are wearing Trump pins from the day before inauguration, women, elderly women, walkers, and they were being so ugly to them. And so I'm like, you're here to march for women's rights, but you're bullying these elderly women who are on this public transit because they're wearing a Trump pin. Like, I don't know what you're fighting for. Aren't you fighting for these women?
Yeah,
You're like, it doesn't make any sense. So you're absolutely right. You can't understand their way of thinking. I don't know if they know their way of thinking.
No, they
But
do
I'm
not.
so appreciative of what you do and all that you do. What is your message for, we have a lot of parents watching, grandparents watching. What's your message to them to make sure that their students get involved? Because it's great to get involved. And I think it's so important what you said too about, in this society and how they're targeting the younger generation, how you have a home to go back to, and that's with your friends on campus.
100%. I truly do not believe I would have still been at my university if it wasn't for the Ohio College of Republicans. I believe that by coming to a campus, you want to have that safe space. You need to find a place to put yourself where you're going to grow. It also keeps you very active, keeps you good on your grades as well, I like to say. But yeah, having an important spot on campus is just going to do wonders for you and growth you don't even know. You meet so many different opinions. I know that I came from a very large town growing up as well, so I was constantly surrounded with that to begin with. But yeah, coming to Athens, I'm just so thankful I have this group, and I can't wait for my sisters to grow up and do the same thing that I'm doing and just spread it on.
She was just telling me that her sister will be at Cpac next year with you. So it's a family tradition. It's so great.
It is
again, we are so proud of you. Thanks for doing all that you do for the country, being a voice for the younger generation, and just continuing to fight. Don't give up. No matter how ugly it gets out there, just let them be ugly. You always do great things, and you're beautiful inside and out. She's a beautiful girl from Ohio University Republicans. Reagan Daly here with us. Have a great time at Cpac.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we will be right back here on the morning show. Stay with us.
For the first time ever, we're bringing you My Pillow mattresses and mattress toppers for as low as $99.98. Remember, sleep's all about temperature and pressure points. Whatever sleep needs you have, we have the right technology for you. Like our My Pillow mattress topper, our queen size has over 10,000 individual comfort supports to help relieve your pressure points. And how about our 3-inch Hybrid Plus mattress topper? It's infused with copper and silver to help your body get the restorative sleep it needs. And our My Pillow and Case Coil mattresses, I personally helped develop these mattresses to make sure they have everything needed to give us great sleep. Plus, they're made right here in the USA, and they ship right to your front door absolutely free. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to get MyPillow mattresses and toppers for as low as $99.98 and free shipping.
Welcome to Vocal, the free speech social app that gives you a platform to amplify your voice. Speak freely, connect boldly, and be part of a growing movement for truth, faith, and freedom. Want to know what's happening right now? The Now Playing feature shows you exactly who's live and what's streaming in real time. Check out the show's feed, a non-stop lineup including Lindell TV News 24/7, shows and on-demand programming all in one place. Connect with your favorite host and never miss a show. Explore the featured page for quick access to Lindell TV's top shows. Follow your favorites and watch their newest content flow right into your feed. And when they go live on Vocal, you can join the live chat and be part of the action. Ask questions, share your thoughts, even help shape future shows. Stay informed on issues around securing our elections by following your state's Cause of America account. Join a group and connect on a deeper level, from faith and freedom to the future of our nation. Go to vocal.com or download the app today and be a part of the mission to save our country.
Welcome back to Cpac. Look at that opening bell there on Wall Street. Not good at this hour as we start off the weekend on this Friday morning. The Dow down over 400 points. The S&P 500 down 50. The NASDAQ down 236 points. But don't be a panicking. We have President Trump in office. Things will get better. Trust me on that one. All right, moving on now. We want to look at one of our sponsors here today. Thank you so much to Pure Health Research. You know, the topic of discussion yesterday in one of the panels was supporting small businesses and these companies, small companies who are sharing our values. And so we want to support them. So support Pure Health Research, natural products there. You can go purchase anything for your liver, your joints, your vision, the youth switch. I want to know all about that. I might have to look that one up. Go to purehealthresearch.com, purehealthresearch.com. Use the code Cpac to save 35%. Don't forget, Mike Lindell will be taking the stage here momentarily at Cpac. You're going to see all of the coverage here on Lindell TV. Can't wait to see Mike Lindell in about 30 minutes on the stage. And we leave you today with our prayer of the day. There you have it right there from the book of Deuteronomy. Make sure you follow the word. Go out and tell someone about Jesus this weekend. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. Lots more coverage coming up here from Cpac in Dallas, Texas. You're watching Lindell TV. I'm Vanessa Broussard.
Talk is cheap when it comes to saving our country. We're not just any cell phone service provider. We're Patriot Mobile. It's not enough to simply talk about values. We live them. Defending life, protecting our First and Second Amendments, and celebrating our military and first responder heroes. We're boots on the ground making a difference. We're America's only Christian conservative wireless provider with nationwide coverage on all 3 major networks and 100% U.S.-based customer service. Join Patriot Mobile today and make an impact every time you use your cell phone.
America's founders warned that without knowledge and virtue, no nation can remain free. Yet through the steady infiltration of Marxist ideology, we have been stripped of both, and we are no longer a moral and educated people. To save America, we must spark nothing less than a national renaissance. That's why you need Freedom Talk Magazine, the journal of truth and virtue. We cultivate enlightened thinking and principled living, offering unique insights into the issues and remarkable people defining our world. Sign up today for your free subscription to Freedom Talk Magazine and join the new American Renaissance.
For the first time ever, we're bringing you My Pillow mattresses and mattress toppers for as low as $99.98. Remember, sleep's all about temperature and pressure points. Whatever sleep needs you have, we have the right technology for you. Like our My Pillow mattress topper, our queen size has over 10,000 individual comfort supports to help relieve your pressure points. And how about our 3-inch Hybrid Plus mattress topper? It's infused with copper and silver to help your body get the restorative sleep it needs. And our My Pillow and Case Coil mattresses, I personally helped develop these mattresses to make sure they have everything needed to give us great sleep. Plus, they're made right here in the USA, and they ship right to your front door absolutely free. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to get MyPillow mattresses and toppers for as low as $99.98 and free shipping. If you want to drop extra pounds, boost energy levels, and reduce swelling in your legs and feet, then this message is for you. Pure Health Research is on a mission to make America healthy again. And 2 of their best-selling health supplements are leading the way. First is Liver Health Formula. Over 100 million Americans have a sluggish liver that's riddled with fatty deposits. This can kill your metabolism, pile on the pounds, and make you feel tired. Liver Health Formula takes care of that. It supports thriving liver health with special nutrients like artichoke extract and milk thistle. This is one of the easiest ways to slim down and revitalize your energy levels. Next is lymph system support. If you struggle with fluid buildup or swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, this is for you. The natural ingredients in lymph system support help gently flush away extra fluid and toxins out of your body. And right now, for a limited time, you can get 35% off Liver Health Formula and Lymph System Support, along with 50 plus other health supplements that Pure Health Research has to offer.